Okay, now that I have finished my patterns on one side of the butterfly, the next step is to Sharpie those with a board underneath. So I am going to open it just to Sharpie so that I don't get too much all over the place. And just like we always do, we take our time going on the lines. Okay, now I have finished doing the one side, so I'm going to refold it, going on the side that I didn't draw on necessarily yet. Oops, I got something on there. And then what I'm going to do is, as I'm going to look through here, I can see the lines that I've drawn already. This one I kind of did in pencil, but I'm going to go ahead and trace what I see going through the paper so that I'm basically tracing this on the other side. If you're not sure, you can kind of open that and peek through and see what you're looking at if it's a confusing part. Okay, I have finished tracing this on this side, so when I open it, it should be a mirror image. So the same on both sides as if I flipped the whole thing the other direction. So the next step then is to outline these edges that are on the edge of the white paper, because we want those to stand out once we're finished as well. So taking your time going around the edge, you're definitely going to need the board for this because we're going to be going off the edge of the paper for this part. So take your time and outline all of that. So I finished the Sharpie, and now I just need to go in and just anywhere I might see some pencil, carefully erase that pencil to clean up that butterfly before we start adding the color to it. So the next step is to add our color, so with crayon. My background, if you remember, I painted it with cool colors, so I have to do the warm colors on my butterfly. So I'm going to be starting with one color at a time and focusing in on each area. So I'm going to color, if I color this circle orange over here, pressing nice and hard so it's bright, then I have to color this circle on the other side orange. That makes it symmetrical. Remember, that was one of our vocabulary words. So the same on both sides. And I'm going to stick with one color for a while and move it around the butterfly as I work. So I'm going to color some and I'll come back. So here's the butterfly all colored and glued, but I'm going to go ahead and go over the gluing with you. So you can see there's no white left in the butterfly. I colored it all with the warm colors. So when it is time to glue, you'll check with the teacher first. And I just want to show you, when you glue things, you don't want to put glue just like in the middle of the object. It needs to go on these edges. So if you look, I'm going to go on the edges here, making sure I get those with a nice amount of glue, so that when I stick it onto my dry painting, it stays nice and in place. Okay, so I don't need to necessarily glue in here because it's the edges that need to stick down. And you can see with the purple glue where you need to be gluing. So when I put that onto my painting, you can see in this case I kind of tilted it. That's fine, or it could be straight on. That's up to you. So this is the last step of the butterfly project.